Hi everybody, it's Cayley. I am back with another thrift haul. We did an entire day at the Goodwill bins, and that's what today's haul is going to be about. So I've got a lot of pieces here and I'm going to run through them pretty quickly. I will pop some comps up here on the screen. That way, if you are out thrifting and you come across these brands, you will know what to look for while you're sourcing and if they fit your business model. For us, when we're at the bins, we like to take it slow. Although we do dive into some of the newer bins, we typically stay away from that. We just thoroughly go through all of the older bins and taking our time going through pretty much every single piece, and that's how we find a lot of these great items. When I'm at the bins, I like to take more risks, and I will focus on things like factors above brands. Obviously, I want to find good brands, but when you're digging through that much stuff, you really have to look for factors, or else you're going to be looking at every single brand label. Some of the stuff are really high sell-through rate brands, but again, a lot of it I picked up based on factors that are high sell-through. I'm going to share some of those with you today and why I picked them up. Before I share the brands that I like to buy at Goodwill Outlet, I want to share one of my favorite brands to purchase, and that's Dossier. I have been working with Dossier for over a year now, and I think they are incredible. Great way to save, great way to treat yourself, and I tried 2 of their fragrances this month, one of which I was not so crazy about, the other one I really enjoyed. Dossier is an online fragrance company that takes inspiration from luxury perfumes and colognes, and they recreate those scents but at a much more affordable cost. One thing I love about Dossier is that they send you both a tester and a full-size product. You can use the tester to determine if you want to keep the full size, and if you don't, then you just send back the full size for a refund. They come in really nice packaging, and although it's affordable, it feels very expensive. This is a great way to treat yourself and others without breaking the bank. This month I tried the Gourmand White Flowers, and this is inspired by the famous Flower Bomb perfume. Now I really did like this one. It has a very strong floral scent, and I would love to wear it, but unfortunately this does cause me to get headaches just from how strong it is. So I'm gonna have to go with a more milder scent, but it does have bergamot in it and some really interesting scents. I ended up giving this one to my mom. The other one I tried was inspired by Baccarat Rouge. It is called Ambery Saffron. This one was on the other side of the spectrum where it was a very lightweight scent. I really enjoyed this one. It is like one of those barely there scents, but definitely some interesting notes in this one. I've been wearing this one a lot. I think this one is definitely more of a unisex scent, and it's definitely a really good one to pair with other ones in your collection. You can take their online quiz to help you find your next scent. Use my exclusive link and coupon code Elaine10 to get yours today. You can use this along with their 20% off welcome offer to save up to 30%. Dossier also has a new payment method that allows you to earn store credit. Select Catch at the last step of checkout and earn a $10 sign-on bonus credit. You'll also get rewarded with 10% on every order. There's so many ways to save. All of the info for Dossier will be down in the description box, but for now, let's jump back into the video. All right, I'm going to be pulling from behind me, and we're going to go through these. Again, I'm going to be rapid firing through them because I do have a lot to show you. Might actually have to make this into 2 parts. Surprisingly found a lot of home goods stuff this time. There was like a whole bin full of home goods stuff. They had things like Crate and Barrel. There were Pottery Barn that I couldn't pick up because they just did not comp well, but you know, higher end home stuff like that. So we were definitely taking a look. This is, I guess, a rug, a bath mat, whatever you want to call it. And this is by the Pioneer Woman. Nikki did a comp on this and found that these were actually doing pretty well. And this feels like brand new, and it's a really pretty like multicolor floral, and this should be really easy to ship because it folds up. Next up are a pair of shoes. This is the brand Sanuk. Now this does have a pretty high sell-through rate, and these canvas slip-on shoes in the men's department specifically do really well for us. These are great to pick up at the bins because they are super lightweight, and they're also really easy to ship because you can slide them into a padded flat rate. I'm not worried about it getting damaged. This is something we pick up almost every time we see it. They are riding pants. This is the brand Ovation. We've sold this a couple times in the past. And you can usually tell that they're riding pants because they look like a legging or a pull-on pant, but then on like the crotch and butt area, you'll see a different pattern or a different fabric like you see here. I would say on average, these riding pants that we get, I don't know about these ones specifically. I'll have to do a comp on our previous solds on this particular brand, but I would just say in general, we sell riding pants for like between $40 and $60 on average pre-owned. So definitely something to look into. And you know, don't be scared of them. I used to be scared to pick up stuff like this, like workwear, things that had a technical purpose, and these ones are really easy. They're basically just like a pair of leggings, so they're not hard to do research on at all. There's not much you have to know about them. You just have to know that they're riding pants. Next up is Banana Republic. This is just a size extra small. This is definitely a bread and butter. We got this because it was new with tags, and it is a linen blend. We are definitely going to be slowing down on the linen soon because we are moving into a colder weather season, but this is also orange, so it could do good during fall. This is Aloe Yoga. I think this is a men's t-shirt. This is a size extra large. I've sold a couple of men's Aloe pieces in the past and they've always flipped really quickly. This is just a plain men's crew neck t-shirt. Definitely has that like athletic stretchy feel to it. This is like, I don't know, this is why I love the BINS for stuff like this right here. This is like something crazy that you'll just find at the BINS that you would have never have thought to look up, but because you're at the BINS you think, I'll take a chance on it, and then it ends up being something amazing. So this is like a bathrobe, and let me see if I can show you the brand. This is called State of, I think it's State of Maine or State Maines. Regardless, it is a very cool color block hooded vintage robe, and it is very long. I can't show you the entire thing. It does have a little like spots of wear, like for instance this part is broken, but I've still got the robe. The reason we decided to pick it up was because all of the pieces are there. And I think this is still functional even without that belt loop. But the main reason we got it was because Nikki did comps on this particular robe and they were doing really, really well, and they were going for quite a bit of money. I'll put a comp up on the screen of what I expect to sell it for with that flaw. But comps are really good, and keep your eye out for like vintage wacky robes. They do really good. I think we just sold one. I forget what the brand was called, but I'll pop that up here on the screen too. But just kind of some of the stuff that we look for in the sleepwear department. Okay, next up is just a bra. We pick up a lot of bras, especially if they're in good condition. This is just the brand Talia Sodi. Now, obviously there are certain brands that do better than others, but just in general, if it is a modern looking clean bra, that's a quick 15 to 20 bucks for us, and they're super easy to list and photograph. They're pretty cut and dry, so I like to pick them up at the BINS. Plus they're super lightweight, so probably only pay like $1 for that, probably less. Next up, what do we have here? Oh, this must be the Lululemon that Nikki found that she was so excited about yesterday. This is a men's Lululemon pair of shorts. I don't know the size on these. I'll have to check the pockets, but they are a pair of like techie feeling, golfy feeling blue shorts. Really high quality and thick. This feels very high quality. Some of this is new to me. Some of the stuff Nikki got and I did not get to see yet. This is Orvis. This is a one size 100% wool poncho. I do like looking for ponchos and things like that during fall and winter, and especially this time of the year coming up during this upcoming season is going to be really popular because of certain shows like Yellowstone. You guys are probably sick of hearing me talk about that, but it's true. Like social media, popular TV shows, just, you know, anything going on that everybody's talking about really does impact fashion and the type of things people are picking up. So that's why I bring up that show so much, because it's really popular and the new season will be coming out soon. So stuff like this is definitely going to be great to pick up, just style wise. Next up is a sweater. This is Talbot's size medium. I like to pick up a lot of graphic sweaters like this, something with kind of a novelty print. They always perform really well for me. I won't say they go for a ton, but it's a quick $20 to $25. And Talbots is also pretty high sell-through rate brand for me lately. This is just a bicycle heart sweater. This is something, definitely not going to be able to show you the whole thing, but this is a giant rug. Really pretty neutral colors. Now I wanted to show you this brand specifically. This rug is very lightweight, like it actually probably didn't cost me very much. The brand is Ruggable. And do your comps on Ruggable rugs because they have a really great sell-through rate, so I could not pass this. Ruggable rugs have like a base which I think has Velcro on it, and then you lay this piece over top of it, and then you can rip this piece off and wash it. And as you can see, it's like fabric, so it's really easy to wash. I got multiple rugs. Nikki was about to kill me. If you didn't know already, if you're new to this channel or if you haven't seen it yet, she does not like it when I pick up hard goods, home goods, like anything not related to clothing, shoes, and accessories, because it's harder to ship. Usually I wait too long to list it, but could not pass that up. I think that's going to be a really great sale. Bag. But I also found this really pretty like bohemian rug. This one was kind of heavy. I probably paid like 10 bucks for this. But if you guys have ever shopped for rugs, they are really, really expensive, like hundreds of dollars brand new. So to pay 10 bucks for that, even if I only sell it for 50, to me is worth it. It's super heavy though, but I'll just calculate that into the shipping, and the buyer will pay based on weight and distance. And if they want it, and they'll pay to get it there. I got this Polo Sport vintage denim bag. This was very Y2K to me, and it's in really great condition, so I decided to grab it. I actually saw an exact comp for this. It only went for about $25, which is probably what I'll list this for, but I figured I would cross post this on over to Depop and see how it does there. I've actually been having quite a few sales on Depop lately. And I don't post everything on Depop, just things that are like vintage Y2K that I know will do well over there, but it's been doing pretty good. This is just a Vera Bradley crossbody bag. Some of this Vera Bradley stuff does really good. I try to stick to the larger bags or like their luggage pieces, but I thought this was a really nice crossbody in really good condition. This is a hat by a brand I like picking up in hats. It's called Gorin Bros. You can see this is in really great condition. This is called a newsboy style hat. And to me, newsboy styles do really good because I don't think a lot of people make them anymore. And it's got this really interesting woven detail. It has a little bit of wear there, which I'm going to clean up. But this had a pretty good sell-through rate. And then super lightweight. This is a 100% wool vintage toboggan. And I thought the little puff detail was interesting here. The brand is, like I said, a vintage brand. It's Andres. I saw that these were doing pretty good. And I couldn't pass up the 100% wool with that really nice Fair Isle Nordic pattern. And like I said, the palm to me was just very unique and interesting. I love picking up small items at the BINS. I think they're worth taking chances on. Belts, ties, hats, bras, those things that I can do a flat lay on really quick in our small photo area do really well, and I love picking them up at the BINS. Next large item that Nikki also probably wanted to kill me on is this vintage wool blanket with a satin trim. I don't remember where I learned this, but I've heard a few resellers talking about it. Wool blankets with satin trims in good condition are highly sought after, and I thought this was a really pretty color too. And this one actually had, this one actually had the brand name too. It's called North Star, and so I was able to look that up, and I saw a very similar one going for good money. Back into the clothing, I have got some Athleta here. I actually found a lot of Athleta, I assume is donated by the same person because they're all size small to extra small. This is a really nice hoodie. I cannot for the life of me remember what the style names for all of these are, but I did look up all of the style names on these by this tag on the inside. So you've got this material tag here, and then on the bottom, that third from the bottom number, less the S and the dash, is what I look up on Google with the word Athleta to determine the style, and then I do a comp from there. This is a J. Crew size medium women's linen top. Again, we'll probably slow down on this a little bit, but at the BINS, can't pass that up. This is a Lucky Brand camo tank top. Here's another Athleta piece. I feel like this was called the Daily Organic t-shirt. This wasn't going for much, but had a decent sell-through rate. This is a really pretty, it's not coming off on camera, but it's a really pretty, like, light sagey green. Another Athleta piece. This is an older label. It is so hard to show you, but this is an extra, extra small. I actually could not find the style name of this one, but I decided to get it anyways. It's pretty grungy, and it's a cotton linen blend. Athleta cardigans and sweaters tend to do pretty well for me. This I got based on style. I tried to do a comp on it, could not find any info. The brand is Juniper. It is a women's size small, and this was very, like, cottagey to me. That was really unique and interesting. It was a midi dress, tiered with some really interesting prints, completely button up, and it had the like wood or shell or coconut buttons. This is a men's Calvin Klein scarf. It is missing its material tag, but I am like 99% sure that this is a cashmere blend. It feels very high quality. It is reversible, red or black. It feels brand new. It is very large, and I thought this would do really good in the men's department. I try to get scarves that are like pretty large and substantial to make up for the fact that it's a scarf, and scarves don't tend to have the best sell-through rate. Another Talbot's piece. This is a Pima cotton cardigan. It is a smaller size, but I thought that the material would pull it through. This is a material pickup. This is Nordstrom Signature 100% cashmere turtleneck sweater. These weren't going for much, but it is in really great condition, so I didn't want to leave it behind to go to the landfill. And it should flip pretty quickly, just a plain black cashmere sweater. Another bra. This is like a bralette. Again, so easy to list. This one is an Ava and Viv, but it is a 3X. Size should pull the sale through. This one I definitely picked up based on style because the brand is Sonoma. Definitely don't pick that up often, but it is what I would consider new with tags. And I thought this was a very like bohemian indie sweater. I thought it was very, very trendy. Also has that like minimalist earthy look. And it has some bell sleeves. So I thought that would do pretty good. Again, I got this one based on style alone. This one was a material pickup. This is J. Crew, and it is a wool cashmere blend. 15% cashmere and a blend is pretty good. This is a nice ivory colored cardigan sweater. And when it comes to J. Crew and pieces like Ralph Lauren and things like that, I find that if you see these ornate buttons, that really helps to pull through the sale. And I try to do an up-close photo of the button and try to include that as like a collage for my cover photo. Just try to think of like factors that pull a sale through. Those are the ones that you want to make sure are part of your cover photo. So for instance, like Ed Hardy jeans, if there's a big embroidery on the back of them and that's what pulls the sale through, you don't want your cover photo to be the front of the jean where there's no embroidery. This surprisingly had a really good sell-through rate. It is Soma. The only reason I looked at this was because it looked like it had a style name with it. It says Restore. It has something called aloe knit in it, and it feels very high quality. This is a sleep shirt. And again, it surprisingly has a very, very good sell-through rate, and that's where touching the fabric and not focusing on brand really helps to find things like this, where otherwise I would have just skipped on Soma. Next up is a pair of Madewell shorts. I probably wouldn't have picked up shorts except for the fact that they were Madewell and they're a size 30, which is a larger size in Madewell. Madewell does pretty good in the larger sizes. And this actually is meant to be shorts. It's not a cutoff. They're called the high-rise denim shorts. And lastly, and I'm going to end the video here and then we'll have to do like another part later, are these pair of J. Jill denim, which really it's not denim, it's like chambray material, size 14 petite pants. Chambray pants always perform really well for me, and J. Jill is a good brand to find them in. Alright guys, that's it for today's thrift haul. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching. I will try to do another thrift haul of the rest of the stuff we got at the bins, but that is a general sense of some of the bread and butter items that I pick up and the factors that I'm looking for. So hopefully the takeaway from this video is that you can learn to find factors that pull a sale through, then really focus those and highlight those in your listing. If you're not already subscribed to my channel and you would like to be notified each time I post videos, then make sure to subscribe down below and hit that notification bell. If you'd like to try Dossier out, don't forget the coupon code and link is in the description. I absolutely love them. They are awesome, and I also like to give them as gifts. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.